Very good morning, children. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of NIRS of Class 7 Science. Dear students, in the previous class, we were discussing about how to calculate the speed. Okay, so we have done an activity with the moment of the ball. Okay, how do we calculate the speed of the ball? Okay, by drawing a line. Okay, and make the ball to roll and calculate the distance. Okay, so we may also like to compare the speed of walking or cycling with our friends. Okay, so we can know the distance of the school from our home or the distance of the home from the school. Okay, by using this problem, what the uh, formula. So each one of us can measure the time taken to cover the distance and calculate the speed. Okay, so it's very interesting to know who is fastest one. Okay, to calculate the speed of a person who is running speed fastest. Okay, so speed is very important for every organism. Okay, so most of the times we calculate or we indicate the speed in terms of kilometer per hour. Sometimes we may even measure the speed in meter per second also. Okay, so the rockets launching satellites into the Earth's orbit, okay, they often attain the speeds up to 8 kilometer per second. Okay, see, just you think of the speed, so how speed they travel. See the rockets which we launch, the launching satellites into the Earth's orbit. Okay, so they attain the speed up to the 8 kilometer per second. See, imagine what is the speed. So within per second 8 kilometer distance they travel, means the moment we say second, that it travels 8 kilometer. Okay, on the other hand, a tortoise can move slowly, okay, only with a speed of about 8 centimeter per second. Just think of this speed. See that there is a difference in the speed, you just compare. Okay, rockets which are launched, they travel 8 kilometer per second. Okay, on the other hand, the tortoise can move only at speed of with a speed of 8 centimeter per second. Okay, think of this. So now we can calculate how fast is the rocket compared to with the tortoise. Okay, so once we know the speed of an object, we can even find the distance moved by that object in a given time. Suppose if we know, suppose the speed is given and the distance moved is given. Okay, so time is given, so you can find out what is the distance traveled by that object. So speed of the particular vehicle is given, and it time also given to travel that distance. Okay, so what is the distance traveled, you can find out. Okay, yes, so what we need to do, so all what we have to do is just you have to multiply the speed by time. Multiply speed with the time, then you will get the distance covered. So distance covered is equal to speed into time. D is equal to S into T, that is distance traveled is equal to speed into time. So even we can also find the time of an object would take to cover a distance while moving with a given speed. So even we can even find out the time of the object, find time taken by the object. If the speed is given and the distance traveled is given, we can even find out the time. There is also for that also there is a formula, that is time taken is equal to distance divided by speed. So what is the distance traveled divided by the speed? If you divide, then you will get the time taken. Okay, so look at the here in activity table 13.3, it shows the distance moved and time taken by a moving ball. Okay, name of the group, see in the previous class I have discussed this concept. Okay, so name of the persons who have conducted this activity, what is the distance moved by the ball, and what is the time taken. So automatically you can calculate the speed. Speed is equal to distance by time, m by s. Okay, meter per second. So even you might have seen the meter which is fitted on the top of a scooter or a motorcycle. Yes, this all of you have experienced this one. You might be watching every day. Okay, so whenever you travel, see whenever you sit on a motorcycle or a scooty or a bicycle, not bicycle, scooter, bike, scooty, okay, cars, whatever kind of the vehicle you see, tractors, okay, in every vehicle you can see the meter which is fitted on the top. Okay, okay, where the driver sits. Okay, so the meters cannot be seen on the dashboard. See, so usually it is shown the meters, okay, which can be seen on the dashboard of the cars, buses and other vehicles. So figure 13.7 shows the dashboard of a car. So in the next diagram I'll show you that one, dashboard of the car. you can note that one of the meters has kilometer per hour written at one corner. So among that meters boards which are shown in the dashboard of the car, you can see that one meter board shows the measurement given which is numbers are given in kilometers per hour, which are written at the one corner. So this is called speedometer. So the meter which shows the kilometer per hour distance, that is called as speedometer. Okay, so here look at the 13.4 table, fastest speed that some animals can attain. See, so name of the object and what is their speed in kilometer per hour, it is given for some of the animals. See, falcon. See, falcon can travel at a speed of 320 kilometer per hour. Cheetah, yes, the fastest running animal, so which runs 112 kilometer per hour. Just imagine yourself. So bluefish 40 to 46 kilometer per hour. Rabbit 56 kilometer per hour, almost with the speed of a bus average. Okay. Squirrel 19 kilometer per hour. Domestic mouse very slow, 11 kilometer per hour. Human being can run, okay, with the speed of a maximum, average 40 kilometer per hour. Giant tortoise 0.27 kilometer per hour, means meters. Snail 0.05, very less. Okay, so this is what the speed of the some of the animals. So even you can convert that speed kilometer per hour to meter per second, okay, by dividing that one. Okay, yes. So now we were discussing about the meter which is fitted on the dashboard of the car. So one of the meter shows that distance rate mentioned in the kilometer per hour. So this meter is nothing but it is called speedometer. So the speedometer records, okay, speedometer records the speed directly in kilometer per hour. Here you can see in the diagram. Yes, so which is given kilometer per hour in the dashboard. So here it is mentioned 0, from 0 it starts, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. In some cars it is 140, 160, up to 180 is there. Okay, 200 is there, 220 is there. Okay, what maximum speed is given in some cars. Okay, so you can see here it shows the speed directly in kilometer per hour, not in meter per second. Okay, because it travels a speed in a longer length, longer distance it is traveling. So that's why it is directly given, speed is given in kilometer per hour. There is also another meter that measures the distance moved by the vehicle. So inside you can see there is also one more meter which is showing the distance traveled by the car or the vehicle, any vehicle. There is meter inside also. Here you can see in the small square rectangle shaped, it is there inside, you can see. So it is showing the distance traveled by the vehicle. So this meter is known as odometer. Okay, so speedometer and odometer, so don't get confused here. So what is speedometer means? Speedometer shows the distance in kilometer per hour. Okay, how with what speed the vehicle is moving per hour, that it shows 40, 50, 60, like that, with what speed the vehicle is moving. Whereas the odometer shows what is the distance traveled by the vehicle total, how much distance it has covered. So that is shown by the odometer. So when you are going for a picnic, you can even note down. So usually you note down that what is the reading in the odometer when you start the bus. Okay, so you can again, you will at the end of the journey you will see again. So by using that you will calculate the total distance traveled and what is the amount you need to pay, that you will calculate later on. Okay, so even Paheli has done this kind of activities. When she is going for a picnic, she has made the note of the reading of the odometer of the bus. So after every 30 minutes till the end of the journey, so later she recorded her readings in the table 13.5. she's recorded what is the, every half an hour she has recorded the odometer reading, and finally she found out what is the total distance she has traveled by using a odometer reading. Okay, so now can you tell how far was the picnic spot from the school? You can calculate by using this speedometer, odometer readings. Okay, you can calculate even the speed of the bus. Look at the table, you can see that. So whether she can tell how far she has traveled, okay, till 9:45 a.m. Okay, so here they went to the teacher and they got the doubt clear. So she told them that one way to solve this problem is to plot a distance time graph. So let us find out a distance time graph. Okay, how such a graph is plotted. So here you can, the question is asked by a person, Bujo, he is her friend. So whether she can tell how far they would have traveled till 9:45. a.m. So that is the question asked to her. So Paheli could not answer for that question. How far she has traveled? Up to 9:45 p.m. So she had noted 9 o'clock how much she had traveled. 9:30 what is the total distance? So 10 o'clock how much distance they have traveled. Odometer reading. But at 9:45 what is the distance traveled? She could not tell because she had noted every half an hour only. Okay, not in between. So there was no answer for her for the question. So what is the distance traveled at 9:45 a.m.? Okay, so for that we need to draw a plot. Okay, so that is one distance time graph we say. Dear students, so this distance time graph let me explain in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.